Hey guys, Danny Ham here for Australasian Dirt Bike Magazine. We are here for the global launch of the Triumph TF 250X, and we're at Florida under, well, what's meant to be sunny skies. I'm sure the clouds will clear a little bit later on at the famous Gator Back circuit. We have got the opportunity today to test and ride this bike. Last night we had our presentation. They went through all the specifics on this particular bike, and I can tell you there is a lot of quality parts on this bike, and it's really going to be something special for us to ride today. So why not get straight into it? Let's get out on the track. We've got a couple of tracks to test today. Let's get into it and see how this beast rolls. What a fantastic day we have had here at Gator Back. Two tracks to ride, the Diamondback and of course Gator Back, the original absolute legendary track. And I tell you what, it did not disappoint. Perfectly presented to us this morning, a lot of loamy surfaces, a track that can really test out the bike. And this bike, I tell you what, I feel has passed with flying colors. This bike is the real thing. We'll run through some very brief details. Of course, we're going to do an extensive feature in the Australasian Dirt Bike Magazine, but we'll run through a couple of the points that we did find throughout today, and of course the presentation last night. First up is simply the detail in this bike, what the engineers have done and considered when they've put this whole bike together. The framework, hand welded, the components are an exceptional quality, some really good components on this bike straight out of the box. It's something that we're not used to seeing so much on the Japanese brand bikes. They have got their set ways. This has really considered the final package that they want to deliver as one of them very big quality bikes, and that's what they have shown right here today. The power plant itself claimed to be 48 horsepower and a very linear line on the power curve, and that's exactly what we felt on the track today. You could ride this bike around in third gear a lot of the time. It could definitely do, for myself being a heavier rider, could definitely do with another tooth on the rear so that I can chug through those corners a bit more in third gear. But the power, it's there. You don't have to rev this bike out to make it work. On the other hand though, this bike will still work at those high RPMs. It's just a continuous power all the way through. So they've really nailed that power delivery down to the ground. The suspension, KYB suspension in it, very good setting straight up. Again, as I said, I'm not ideal weight for a 250, and I can promise you, I tested that suspension out today with a few massive overjumps on some of the biggest jumps that we've got here, and this thing held up really good. Few braking bumps developed later in the day where we were able to test this bike out a bit more, stiffening the suspension for myself through some clickers, and you are able to feel those changes straight away. So again, a very well balanced all-round package through the frame, the chassis and the suspension gave you a great feel on the bike. Combined with that exceptional power, this bike is going to be something else for a lot of riders. And speaking of riders, who does it really cater for? It can cater for anyone, honestly. It's got great power all the way through. It doesn't hit crazy, but it is very torquey, so you can use that power. And for the pro racer, certainly a few little extra bolt-on parts, a pipe, the Wi-Fi ignition system that they're going to be adding to this that you'll be able to purchase. All of these things put together are really going to boost this bike to another level once again. I'm sure there's plenty of tech guys out there just waiting to get their hands on one of these to see what they can get out of it. But for me, for now, I've put 2.4 hours on this bike today. I've done a lot of riding, really tested it out. I love the bike. We've had an absolute ball. As I said, remember to keep your eye on Australasian Dirt Bike magazine. We will run the full feature in there. Thank you so much to them. Thank you so much to Triumph for getting us over here to get onto this bike. It's really been an exceptional day here, and I really look forward to seeing these out in Australia very soon and on the racetrack. Catch you later.